This is the recording of my learner who is in grade 4.
The Kalabaw and the cow. One of it time the cow and the Kalabaw were very good friends. They were together very well. In the pasture, one day they agreed to go to the river to swim. Let's go early to that. We will not be safe. By the people who go to river to wash horses, said the cow. Yes, protect the Kalabaw. And let either be called the bad boy alive. The throw stone at us. Very early next morning, they were at the river bank. They took off their hide curve. Still be taken off like that and carefully laid them on the grass. Then they jumped into the cool water. They were having so much fun swimming that they did not notice the time. Soon several women arrived carrying vases and bundles of clothes to watch. With them were some later. Quite ready to jump into the water. Animal cried one of the women. Drive them away always. Still catch all dirt running down the river bank. The boy started throwing fingers at the Kalabaw and the cow. The two were very much friends. They each hard up the bank and searching the near side, and happened that in the hurry, the Kalabaw and the cow sped hide. The cow, who was smaller than the Kalabaw, but on the hide of his friend and proud to lose his tree under the neck. The Kalabaw staged himself into the cow right hide. It was too tight that he never stretched himself out again. The Kalabaw and the cow.
The learner mispronounced Carabao as Kalabaw, but successfully corrected himself with Carabao.
One of it time
The learner mispronounced upon as apar, and he repeated the line a time twice.
the cow and the Kalabaw were very good friends.
For the second time, the learner mispronounced Carabao as Kalabaw, but this time he did not corrected himself. Also, the learner omitted the S sound in the word friends.
They were together very well. In the pasture, one day they agreed to go to the river to swim.
The learner omitted the letter W in the word swim.
Let's go early to that. We will not be safe. By the people who go to river to wash horses, said the cow.
The learner substituted so with to and omitted the words bothered and the. He also mispronounced clothes as closes.
Yes, protect the Kalabaw.
For the third time, the learner mispronounced Carabao as Kalabaw, where he repeated Kala twice.
And let either be called the bad boy alive. The throw stone at us.
The learner omitted the S sound in the word let's and in the word boys. Then he mispronounced arrive as alive. Then, the learner omitted the S sound on the word stones.
Very early next morning, they were at the river bank. They took off their hide curve. Still be taken off like that and carefully laid them on the grass.
The learner substituted they with then and mispronounced off with op, but eventually corrected himself for the second time. He then omitted the S sound on the word hides. Furthermore, he mispronounced could as cars. Also, the learner mispronounced grass as cras.
Then they jumped into the cool water. They were having so much fun swimming that they did not notice the time. Soon several women arrived carrying vases and bundles of clothes to watch.
The learner mispronounced arrive as alive for the second time. The learner omitted the S sound in the word basins and mispronounced clothes again as closes. Then he substituted the word wash with watch.
With them were some later, quite ready to jump into the water.
The learner mispronounced little as litter, and he omitted the S sound in the word boys.
Animal, cried one of the women.
The learner omitted the S sound in the word animals and mispronounced women as homen.
Drive them away always. Stall catch all dirt.
The learner mispronounced shall as stall.
Running down the river bank, the boy started throwing shakers at the kalabaw and the cow.
The learner omitted the S sound from the word boys. He also omitted the ED sound in the word started. Then, he mispronounced pebbles as fables, and again, carabao as calabaw.
The two were very much strange.
The learner mispronounced frightened as fridge.
They each had hard up the bank and searching the near side, and
The learner mispronounced hurried as heart, then hard. He also mispronounced snatch as snorching.
happened that in the hurry, the kalabaw and the cow spent hide.
The learner mispronounced happened as happening, but successfully corrected himself on the second attempt. The learner mispronounced carabao as calabaw. Then he mispronounced exchange as expade, and he omitted the S sound on the word hides.
The cow who was smaller than the kalabaw but on the hide of his friend.
The learner mispronounced smaller as smaller, then carabao as calabaw. He also substituted the word put with bat.
And proud to lose his tree under the neck.
The learner mispronounced prove as prob, and mispronounced especially as spili.
The kalabaw stayed himself into the cow right hide.
The learner mispronounced carabao as calabaw, and mispronounced squeeze as state.
It was too tight that he never let himself out again.
The learner substituted so with to and mispronounced squeeze again, but this time he read it as switch.